Hello and welcome to Witness. I'm Raggy Omar. When you see the words "Wan Small Bag" written down, they don't seem to make much sense. But when said by a Pacific Islander, they become crystal clear. One Small Bag is a theatre company on the island of Vanuatu. Tourists see a tropical paradise, but turn the postcard over and you'll find a different Vanuatu. Many of the islanders live in slums. They face unemployment, alcohol and drug abuse, a worrying HIV infection rate, and domestic violence. The average age for these islanders is 23, but few can read or write, and even fewer own radios or televisions. Which is why the One Small Bag Theatre Company is such an effective means of communication. They weave strong social messages into their plays to educate as well as to entertain. And now they are turning their attention to health and environmental issues too. Witness commissioned filmmaker Veronica McCarthy to meet the man behind the company and some of the actors who are pulling some surprising tricks out of one small bag.
The islands of Vanuatu give tourists picture-perfect images. Idyllic villages, white sands and clear blue ocean. But for most of us who live here, it's a different way of life.
Vanuatu is said to be the happiest place on earth, but I'm not so sure. People are smiling, but underneath those smiles, there are some problems. If Vanuatu was the happiest place on earth, why is it that people don't have access to clean water, good hospitals, good health facilities, and good infrastructure?
This is clear to see in the resettlement camps of Black Sands and Taga Bay. Just a stone's throw from the five-star resorts and hotels in our capital city of Port Vila, thousands of people struggle to get by without basic needs.
My name is Annette Charlie. I'm from Tongoa, one of the islands in Vanuatu. I live at Taga Bay in Port Vila.
Annette comes from a comparatively well-off family in Taga Bay. They own their own land, but many people have drifted in from the outer islands, and with no family land here, they end up in the settlements.
As families grow, they have lots of children, and they want their children to have a good education. Sometimes they come into town because they cannot find the money to pay for school fees back in the islands. So they think they'll come to town and find money here and pay for their children's school fees. But when they come into town, they don't have anywhere to go, so they normally go to the settlements. Black Sand started a long time ago, in the early 80s. But it was just a little area at first. Now it's huge.
Villagers who move to the city find Black Sands a cheap place to live. But now it's overcrowded, and many live without access to electricity, clean water and sewage facilities. And yet, they must pay rent for it.
The landowner just can come in and go and make the rules, and they have to live by it. No choice, they have to. Because if they don't want to live by it, where else would they live? I think the main problem with people in Vanuatu is that they don't think for themselves in the future. They don't think what their children, their grandchildren will be, what they will have in the future. I mean, here land is very valued, but then when they see money, they think money is much better than land. So lots of them tend to sell the land. It contributes to people moving into Port Vila because they don't have nowhere to live on. All the land that was being passed on from generation to generation is not there anymore. I wouldn't want to sell my land.
Being so close to the city is no guarantee of work. Unemployment is high, even for those who finish school.
We're born here Black Sun. My name is John Jaggi. I'm 21 years old.
My name is Joseph. I'm finished school at year 11, but it's very hard to find a job. And
Finished at year 12, so we don't find no job. Many boys not work today because they very hard to find the job. So I'm only stay at home and go to the garden.
With no work or income, and with half our population under 19, people find other ways to escape their problems.
If they don't have the money, we can buy the alcohol and mix dry with the water.
alcohol for the light.
Yeah, they drink the fuel of the light. When you drink that, you can punch anybody and you don't know. It seems like a drugs. Yeah, and marijuana.
But there is hope. Annette works as an actress with a group of people trying to make a difference.
Suppose you find them out. See, you've been born himself.
The One Small Bag Theatre company was formed by Peter Walker and his wife Jo Doris.
We came here in 1989, and because drama was our first love, community theatre, we started, anybody we met from here, we said, how about it? Would you like to give it a go? And so soon we had a sort of group of about 20 volunteers. But it was community theatre to talk about the issues of the country. Louisa's Choice, this play, is a play about domestic violence.
Hey, house there! House! You make stand up face before the family.
We find that taking theatre to the people is a powerful way of exploring sensitive issues and educating villagers.
If the men see their father doing it, they think it's right. They think it's right for you to beat your wife, so you teach her a lesson and all that. The thing that makes me really angry is that because of this bride price, when they beat you up, you talk to them, you cannot beat me like that. I've paid for you. You are mine now. You don't belong to your father and your mother anymore. I own you. It's like when you have the bride price, it's like your husband owns you. Well, for me, I mean, it's really wrong.
In traditional Vanuatu culture, only the men can talk.
Inside the meeting places, whenever there's a meeting going on, they don't want to hear what women have to say. I feel so cross. Because I want to express my opinions about something, and if I can't speak in the Nakamal, in the meeting place, then how can I put my opinion through to them? Joining One Small Bag has made me to speak out for myself, stand up for my own rights. And if I hadn't joined One Small Bag, I wouldn't even know my rights.
One Small Bag Theatre performs in the settlement camps and remote villages, tackling a range of social, health and environmental issues, from drugs and alcoholism to human rights and access to health care and clean water. But over the years, we've become so much more than a small community theatre group. We've opened a nutrition centre, health clinic, literacy classes and a youth drop-in centre as part of our commitment to educate people and to break down taboos.
Oh yeah,
We like to go to Small Bag.
Small Bag is very good.
Every day we go to Small Bag. Small Bag changed our life, yeah, very much.
Down there we learn many activities, music, but I enjoy music, I like music.
So we're attracting anywhere up to about 100 youth a day. We've got a number of working spaces where hip-hop dance can take place. We do literacy classes for kids not in school.
Number 6. In the school choir, there are 60 dancers, singer dancers, actors, and singers. Singers, good. Singers, underline singers.
I think literacy is a power issue too, that if young people learn to read, there's some possible protection for them in certain areas of their life.
No, is that lo better than Nicolo Tandu? You call us mic, please?
You say the right essay belong you?
No, everyone.
Our means of reaching people has grown too.
Before number 8 September 2006.
Along with our theatre plays, we now produce fast turnaround radio drama.
More plan de, you've less of a start lo tuk first time. Tuk blifle no loud nothing.
We work in Bislama, in Pidgin English, which is the uniting language, if you like. So the process of script writing is very much about, okay, what are the issues as you see them? Tell us some stories. And then, of course, when the script's finished, it goes back to the actors who can say, well, actually, it's not like that, or I don't think that character rings true for me, and we'll sit down and talk about it. So that's always, from day one, been the way in which the actors have sort of felt they own it.
You already have me go now. You can call us out the mic to it. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
You say the right essay or story and belong you, long English, Spanish, or Pislama. You say the right essay or story and belong you, long English, Spanish, or Pislama.
Or story and belong you only no must be in 2 pages. More post belong you have you must have.
The small pack, it's coming here to help. We sit all together with the boys, and we try to talk about that's what means, that story means our life. Yeah. I mean, with us, all the boys and all the young girls, and we love to watch that show.
This will be my 6th year with One Small Bag. The reason why it's called One Small Bag Theatre is because whenever we go around touring, we pack all our props and all our costumes, everything in one little bag.
Touring is still a vital part of One Small Bag's work. With all the advances, we haven't forgotten our roots and continue to take our messages to the communities through theatre.
After the break, One Small Bag takes their show on the road. Join me then.